Hello everyone. This lecture is on chapter 6. I didn't think chapter 5 was going to be a huge issue, but apparently the one major issue that's going on with chapter 5 is the fact that many of the lab partners have kind of stopped being active, and now we're having people aren't getting emails when they need to finish their assignments. So please just let me know. Don't get to yourself to major frustration. I will go ahead and send them from my account, and then you can complete that assignment. Let's get on to what's going on with the next chapter, which is chapter 6. And we are using folders and rules. And so I'm going to just come into my inbox and make a couple of folders, because this is what I do this. You can tell that I do this for each one of your assignments when I'm done grading them. So I can come in and I right click to my mouse. Now, no, a couple things. Let me make sure that you understand what's happening, because I can make subfolders all different places. So what I did is I right clicked my mouse here, and then I went into new folder. Okay, now you'll know why I have you number these. Is because I want them in sequential order by assignment. Well, actually, since I haven't finished grading all these, what I'm going to do is just to show you, I'm going to rename this folder, and I'm going to mark it, instead of complete, I'm going to mark it as to grade. Okay, now let me take a quick look at what's going on here as far as the the emails that I've received. Now you look, I receive emails like you do in a daily basis, okay? But because all of your accounts are numbered like this, I can come through and just change my view to from. Okay, now I can see everything that everybody has sent me, and see now Jacob accepted his task, and that was nice. Now let's go here and look at everything for this one is your assignments, and this is project 4, which I'm getting ready to grade soon, but I'm going to move these. So I'm going to take all these project 4 assignments and move them over to the to grade folder. So since I just created it, it's on my list, and I can just highlight them and put them over to grade. Okay, now when I look at lab email 5 and all of her project, here's her project 4 assignments, and I will put them here. And oh, what I did, how did I get that? I took the first item, went down to the last one, held down my shift key, and clicked on it. That gave me a range. Now I can just take these, move it to the new folder. So this is a great way to organize these. And again, you can see these are all chapter 5. And part of the reason why the subjects are named like that, now I can take and move this one to here. Chapter 9, we have everything that I received here, and right click over to 4. Okay, now we're going to talk about some of the other things that you're going to do in these chapters. I still need to go through the rest, and as you can see, there's quite a few. So I don't want to do this to with everyone right now, because I'll probably do it my normal way anyway. See, what I do normally is I go through and I grade them all, and because they're in sequential order, that's the way your names are on the list. I just have to go to front, and then I just come in and I grade all of these activities as they came in, along with your other assignments. So with your Word document that you gave me your screenshots. So it works really well. I mean, and it's a very efficient way. And then when I'm done, I usually put them in the completed folder. So that's what you're looking at. Like this was Unit 3. And so you can see these were all the ones that came through, and I could check them quickly and check them against your screenshots, and it's just a quick way for me to grade. Now, because a lot of people are getting behind, I'm probably not going to push this, especially this chapter 5, because of the holiday. And as far as being late, because I still have to grade chapter 4. And that's just for your reference. I don't mark things late until I have been through them and you've received an actual message from me on your assignment that says this is officially late. So that's just for your reference. Now, let's go back to what's going to happen here. Now you're going to learn how to create rules. And I should try to go by the order of the book, so I'm going to pause to make sure I'm in the same order as the book. Okay, the next item in the list is to delete folders. Now, let's see what I've got here. These are items deleted on this one. I really don't want to delete any folders here, but I could delete some things that I have in my Gmail folders possibly. Let's see, maybe over here in school. Yeah, I could delete this one. So if I want to delete that folder, all I have to do is right click it and delete the folder. And it will take everything that was inside the folder, and there was obviously folders inside of those folders just like here, and I deleted those. And so this just gives you an idea. Well, this one I could too. See, if I want to delete that folder, all I'd have to do is mark it as delete folder. It deletes all the emails, and also I can come here and delete folder. So that was another item that you're going to be working on. I'm going to minimize this and come back to my lab email account so that we're working from here. Okay, next. Okay, this is where you're starting to learn how to use rules. Now I have a rule regarding your, I don't have one here, but I do have all these other folders over here. Those all have rules in them so that I can look to see what you folks sent me. I've answered all these through through Canvas, but as you see that when you send me a message through Canvas, what I get is well, she looks like I have to send her something, but what I get is this message that says I can't reply right here. So I just let them come in here so I know that there's something new, and I just go, and then I go through these and move them over to old or whatever when I'm ready. So, but how does that work? How do they come in? Because they all come into my Questa account. So they're coming in to my mcleaves@questa.edu account. So what I do is I create a rule. So I'm just going to manage the rules so you can see how they work. Now these are the rules that I have already created. So as you can see, this particular rule says this is for this class, and if I go to change the rule settings, see, I'm taking specific words in the subject. Every time you mail me something from Canvas, it always comes in with that subject, CIS Essentials and the address. It always comes in the subject line. So I know that would be for that class. And then I want it to move to this folder. So I created the folder, and then, let's see, move to a specific folder, and this is where, see, it goes into CIS 154 and this particular class. Now the next part of this that I did is I came through and I said, okay, now let's go to my Questa folder. I'm going to cancel this after I've done this. And I said, okay, now my Questa EDU folder. Here's my 154 class. There's your class folder. I just right-clicked the folder and put it in my favorites. You see, right now it's in favorites. If I want to put it back into favorites, I just right-click and show in favorites, and it comes up here, okay? And now I've got it on my list, and then I can also come in and do the properties for this folder where it shows number of unread items. And that's how I know when the emails come in here, and I have to go through and clean up this one because they're not all unread. But that's just giving you an idea how that particular feature works. It's quite wonderful, and we can go from there. So let's go on, and see what next this book is showing. Okay, so the book mentions moving all the emails into one folder. And let's go back and look at, see, where could I possibly do that? Let's come here. Okay, Michelle McCostin sends me emails on a regular basis, okay? And that would be under a folder that I would put in here. So let's do this way. Let's go through and do a new folder. And it says, oh, I already have one, never mind. I'm gonna change that. No, because I have a BizEd. I need one for the new year. So I'll do a new folder for that. So BizEd, this is 216, 217. I need one for new folder. Let's see, BizEd. And that would be 2017 through 2018. Okay. Now, so I'm going to move everything into that folder that's from here on my inbox. So what I'll do is create a rule and always move messages. No, from, well, I can start with Michelle. So always. Okay, so that's my phone ring, but here we go. Now we're going to take and move everything from Michelle McCostin into that folder. So this is a new rule, and it says rules and alerts, choose a folder. It's going to go into Questa, BizEd 2008, 17 and 18, okay? And we'll put it there. Whoa. I didn't want it to go that fast. Oh, I guess it will. Okay, here it is. So BizEd 2018. And where is it? There. So there's still one in there that I haven't read. So if I want to take that one and put it in my favorites, I would just come up and move it to my favorites. No, just I need to show in favorites. So it'll be up here now, and I can see, oh, I need to check that one. I got something from Michelle. Okay, so now that's just telling me, oh, that it's a flag. She's my department chair, so I need to double check with her and make sure that everything's okay with that. But it looks like this one's about Tutors Appreciation Week. And so it's just an informative email. So I can just click on it as read, mark as read, and see it comes off my list right here. So now you've got an idea how those come in. I just did a little bit backwards because the next step in your textbook is to look at the rules that you already created. Now let's look at my rules. Manage my rules. And I'm saying that, okay, there's my Michelle McCostin rule, all right? So I can turn that off at any time. If a rule is not working properly, so all I have to do is uncheck it, and it won't it won't do its deal anymore. So that's the Michelle McCostin rule, and it just says, apply this rule after the message arrives from Michelle McCostin and move it to BizEd 2017-2018. So whenever I want to run rules that are on the list, I just click on Run Rules Now. But I also, let's take a look at all the at all the rule settings for this one. Okay, so it's saying where it's coming from. And so you have all these other things that you can choose as well. But let's go next. Stop processing more rules. I don't always do that one because I like to have all the rules working. So I oftentimes will uncheck that one. And then I'll go to move to the specified folder, and then and this is exceptions that I might want to choose for a rule, and then I click on next, and it's my Michelle McCostin rule, and then if I want to run it right now, I just have to click on run, but I don't need to because I'm in that folder and that's the right one. So finish, apply, and then we just have to click on OK. Okay, so that's everything. Oh, but you know, one other thing I'm like thinking of, Michelle oftentimes will send me stuff in this folder as well. So let's go and see if there's rules. No, create a rule. And no, I don't want it to be from Bev. Let's see. Advanced options from. Here we go. I'm going to change the from to Michelle. H. Where is she? Michelle McCostin. There she is. It could be here or there. Could be either one of those, because that's her question one and her personal email. All right, so we're going to go from here, and we're going to go click OK, and then we're going to go to next and move into the specified folder, and we'll come here and we'll move it into the BizEd folder. There. Click OK. And see, now I'm taking anything that comes into my Marilyn and M. Cleaves account as well. So let's go next, and no specific words, no exception on the people, and turn on this rule, and run this rule now, and finish. Only run when you check the email in Outlook. If Outlook isn't running, the rule won't work. Okay, gotcha. All right, so now that gave me that rule for this particular area, and I shouldn't find anything in here from Michelle McCostin. G-M-C-H-E. Okay. Yeah, see, all of these are coming from the other folder. So these are all the ones that she's done, and they're coming to my, they're coming to the correct folder, because they wouldn't all be here together. Okay, so we've got the Michelle McCostin folder, and then we don't have anything in here that's not unread. Okay, so that gives you an idea how to do that. So let me double check and see if there's some more things I need to cover here. Okay, what I am going to do is, since this class started out with 35 plus students, we had 36 different email addresses we were using. It's dwindled down quite a bit, and I think that's part of the reason why Chapter 5 was such a problem for some of you, is because you're expecting a task from your partner, and your partner's dropped the class. So what I'm going to do is give you a new list, and you can choose any partner or use several of them, but I'm going to send them to you in a group email. So I'm going to set up the group first, and you don't need to take the time to watch that part of the process, but I think this will help you in the long run. Just know that, remember, I'm going to set up this group using a new contact group, and CIS 154. Okay, now save and close. Oh no, I don't want to save and close. I want to add my members. Again, I'm going to just come down the list from my address book, and there they are, and start choosing people to add to this list. So I'll do this while you're not watching. Okay, this is your current class list, and you can look over the list, but I'm going to send you an email, and that will give you an indication of just who's left in the class. You can delete the other ones from your contacts, and that should help you move forward with the things that we need to do for the class. So here we go, on to the next step. Okay, what I've done here is chosen my current list, and I'm going to send it to everybody in the class. So there's my email. I'm sorry, I got my jump before what I was supposed to do. We're learning how to make quick steps. So we're going in here to the Home tab, And then we're going to click on the quick steps group. So we're going into, okay, the instructions are telling you to choose this option, new click step, new email to, and that's your first time setup. So we're going to do, call it team email. And then we have a new message. So we're going to send it to everyone on our contacts list, not the global one, this one, too. That's my current list. And we're supposed to, okay, gotcha, there. And then we're supposed to show the options button. And following these instructions again. Well, this one in the options button, what we're doing, we're getting a additional option. So instead of sending it to the group, I think what I would do is send it to me, the instructor. So I'll take it off of here. Okay, now I'm going to add that action. And I can choose another one. Okay, save. Now let's go and see what we've got. Well, that one didn't quite work like I wanted it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and delete that one. No, I didn't want to delete the email, for heaven's sakes. I want to delete the quick step. I'm going to get that email out of my deleted items. Here we go. I want to go back and recreate that one. So I'm going to go back into Manage Steps, and the team email should have, it didn't, it's not doing it. Let's edit and see what it's, I didn't want it to go to me, just to me. I wanted it to go to the group. So I'm going to come back and put it into the group and click OK. And I don't have to add an action. It's still called team email. Now let's look at this one down here. And let's look at that one, see why there's two there. See, that one looks blank. So I'm just going to delete that one. Okay, be careful. Okay, again, I could come back and look at this one, and it's going to go to my current list, which I want it to do. So that looks good. Now when I want to make it happen, all I have to do is click on team email, and it goes and it chooses the list. And then I can compose an email. Okay, so I use the email quick steps for the project to send this on to everyone in the class. So I've done it from here from my lab email account, and I'll go ahead and send it now. Okay, another option that you're learning how to do is to customize a search folder. So what I'm going to do is go through and do this again with my Questa account. It's a little bit easier if I have a lot of emails to work with to make this happen. So what kind of a search folder do I want? Let's go through. Okay, I'm gonna sort for any. I'm gonna get a search folder for anything that is from Gil Stork. Okay, so here we go. I choose the folder option, and I'm looking for a new search folder, and let's go into mail from specific people, and I choose, well, it wouldn't be anybody here, so let's go into my contacts, and type in, no, I don't have him in my contacts, for heaven's sakes. Let's go into my, guess I don't send emails to Gil Stork very often. Here we go. All address lists. And see what we've got there. Nope, that's not going to do it. It's about a global one there. Yeah, there we go. That's the one you've been coming up with because it's an Exchange server. I think it's in there. There he is. Okay, sent from Gil Stork. Okay, this is going to search for any mail sent or received from Gil Stork. Okay, I read my action, and here's my correspondence from Gil Stork, and that was in my customized search folder. Okay, where did that folder go? It's down here under my search folder. See, these are the different types of folders I can have. If I don't want to use it again, I can just click on delete the folder. And yes, so that's a nice one to know and a nice one that you can reuse. Now, I think that summarizes the chapter. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.